plaza.
Well, I know you're not my keeper.
Certainly not. I can't take the cigar smell.
Actually, we got a letter this week from someone who, if she's not my keeper, she's at least my defender. Her name is Linda, and I quote. Okay, you ready? Here she says.
Oh, I'm ready.
Here it is.
Go ahead.
I miss my 52 MGTD more than life.
Oh, my God.
Enough of your insults to the most beautiful piece of machinery ever created.
Another nut
Isn't
job.
that beautiful?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The saddest day of my life was when I lost my MGTD in a divorce.
Oh, Tommy, a match made in heaven.
Here's an example of my love and devotion. One morning, I arose early to drive my British Racing Green Beauty up into the Southern California mountains to watch the sunrise.
Uh-huh.
Of course, as usual, it developed vapor lock.
Perfect.
My friend and I pushed it the rest of the way and enjoyed the sunrise and mountain air immensely. I would much prefer pushing that car up a mountain to driving in any newfangled cookie-cutter computerized heartless vehicle. I can still hear the delightful click, click, click when you turn the key before the starter is pulled and the romantic owner's manual referring to the bonnet. Count yourself blessed among all men to actually possess such a wonder.
Well, you didn't realize that this letter was sent in 1968. Yeah, I mean, if she still owned this MGTD, she'd be cursing it because just like yours, hers would have windshield wipers that don't work and no heat, no nothing.
And I didn't lose mine to any divorce because I never had a wife that wanted it.
You didn't have a wife that would ride in yours.
Ride in it.
Want to go for a ride, hon? I don't think so. Well, they probably figured you were trying to bump them off.
Well, my second wife never even sat in the car.
Uh-huh.
She wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Smart woman she is.
That's why I dumped her.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Well, Linda, get a grip, will you? Oh God! Well, look, if you've had to push your car up a mountain recently, at least one of us will try to help you. Our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Paul from Eagle River, Wisconsin.
Eagle River.
Hi, Paul.
Eagle River.
I love it. Eagle River. Boy, that sounds like a faraway place.
It's really pretty up here.
I'm sure it is.
Lakes and trees, resort area, very nice.
Yeah.
I just returned from a spring break vacation drive from northern Wisconsin to Florida and back. It's about a 24-hour drive each way.
Okay.
A serious domestic problem has developed during the drive, and I need your help. My 1996 Chevy Suburban has a turn signal clicker that is totally inaudible to me. I cannot hear the clicker. So I tend to leave it on sometimes. And however, my wife and 3 daughters can be sound asleep in the back of the Suburban.
And they'll hear it.
And they are awakened by the clicker. And then they announce to me in unison, "You left the clicker on again."
Yeah.
And so this is getting really annoying. Is there any way to hook up or make the clicker sound louder, or hook up a siren or a strobe light or a shot collar or something?
Well, there are all those things. There's a flasher that flashes with the dash. There's the thing that goes click, click, click. I mean, they thought that was enough. But
Okay.
But, I mean, it seems to me that the problem is not in the little clicking device, but since they can all hear it, the problem is you.
I think I hear okay, though. I can hear you guys.
Well, you're obviously not. I mean, if 3 other people in the car can be asleep and hear this thing going tick, 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 tick.
Well, it might be just that you're not hearing that frequency.
So you think it's me then?
Well, yeah.
My wife said it was my hearing was going.
Well, you never know.
No, listen. Paul.
Yes.
You should.
A little louder.
Here's what you should do, Paul.
No, you need to see the doctor, the audiologist, to get tested to find out if you have a specific frequency that you can't hear. And you can, that flasher that's in there that goes clunk, 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 there are various manufacturers of those that have different frequencies. They're all pretty close, but you may be able to find one that's louder or a different frequency, something that you can more readily hear.
Okay.
I got a solution for you. You're going to love this, Paul.
Wire it up to the seat of your pants. So you get a shot.
Better. I mean, this thing is relatively easy to find. It's right under the dash. right?
And the way to find it is you turn the key on, you turn the directional on, and you'll feel the it's a little cylinder about 1.25 inches in diameter, and you'll actually feel it going clunk, 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 clunk.
And it's either black or copper colored.
and you pull it out, and it'll stop doing it, and you stick it back in, so you'll know when you found the piece.
Here's what you do. Next time you go on a journey with the family,
take it out.
No. You get yourself a couple of Dixie cups, right?
Oh, I got it.
And you tie one of the Dixie cups to the little device down there, the flasher, and a piece of string, and you run the piece of string to another Dixie cup, which you tape to your ear.
I love it.
And as you're driving, that thing will go cluck, 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 and it'll be blasting in your left ear.
Are your three girls are teenagers?
Yes.
They already hate you, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's very nice.
Yeah, if you ever did anything like this, they'd run away from home and they'd join the circus in Budapest.
Think of the money I'll save.
Think of the money you'll save.
Yeah, between the college tuitions and
the
weddings. You could just retire now, man. All right, go for the Dixie cups, Paul.
Hey, good luck.
I'll do it. Thank you.
See you later.
Yeah.
1-888.
Why do they hate us? We're not bad people.
No.
Yeah, well, it's part of
it's
teenagerdom.
1-888-Car Talk. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Coco from Manhattan Beach, California.
Coco!
Hi.
Gee, if you move to Florida, you could be Coco from Cocoa Beach.
I should be.
You don't happen to know, since you come from Manhattan Beach, I have friends all over the world, as you know. You don't happen to know
Operatives,
my
I think
friend
they call them, right?
Dimitri Marcellus. You must know him.
I don't.
You don't?
But I'm new to Manhattan Beach. I'm not originally from
Oh,
here.
you are?
So.
Well, you'll bump into Dimitri and ask him to give me a call because I haven't seen him for 40 years.
I will do that.
But you know, when you're on that walk there by the promenade by the beach,
yeah.
Right.
You'll see Dimitri. He'll be under a pile of newspapers.
Yeah, just tap him on the shoulder and say, Tom said to call him.
Anyway, what's up?
Well, I have a lemon yellow, lemon being the key word, Ford Escape.
Mm-hmm.
And at 15,000 miles, they had to put a whole new transmission in the car.
Oh.
And now, since that point, whenever I drive over like a railroad track or a speed bump or anything slightly large in the road, the car stalls completely. It just dies completely. And I have to either put it in neutral or coast into a parking lot and put it in park and restart it.
And it starts right up every time.
It starts up right up, yeah, every time.
It was not doing this before they did the transmission. Is that true?
Right.
Yeah, so we've got to assume.
We've got to assume it's something they did, and we're assuming that it's something electrical, aren't we?
Exactly.
I'm assuming electric.
It's a bad connection someplace, and there are many connections under that hood, which, if not perfect, could cause the thing, under the circumstances you described, to cut out.
Because, I mean, there's other electrical problems, like the brake light's always on in the car. And
Oh, that's good.
That's good? Oh, good. Well, that's
Well,
good.
it's
There's one good thing about my car.
What's good about it is it sort of confirms our idea that these guys were sloppy.
Boy, you're telling me.
And they could easily have left off some wires or not tighten. It's not so much that they left a wire off. I think they forgot to tighten something.
Okay.
So what they've got to do in order to find this, they've got to take the thing into the shop. You could take it to your own mechanic.
Okay.
And this person will pull on all the wiring harnesses until the thing cuts out. And I'm going to predict that within 15 minutes, he's going to find out what's loose. That's my guess.
So it's just a loose wire then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And other than that, how do you like the car?
You know what? I've never bonded with this car. I mean, some cars you like, but this car I've never really bonded with. So.
But you had 15,000 trouble-free miles, pretty much, right?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Almost 15,000, and then the brakes and the transmission went, and ever since then it just seems to be.
Oh, really? So you've had some trouble.
Yeah, it's the lemon yellow color. I should have known when I chose a bright yellow car. I should have known.
Well, if you did start anew, what would you start with a new what?
Huh? Oh, well, I don't know. The funny thing is, I had their Explorer, and I liked their Explorer. I really liked it.
Yeah, but the Escape is a more reasonable size than the Explorer.
Yeah, but there's something powerful about the Explorer.
So what? I mean, what are you? You got testosterone poisoning? What?
No, no. I have a 4-year-old daughter. I have to cart all her stuff around. That's cute.
You do what you think is best. See you, Coco.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Bye.
People have been carting stuff around since time immemorial. Right?
When did time immemorial start?
I think it was in the early 30s.
I think I may have mentioned my wife's uncle in France.
Yeah.
Uncle Etienne.
Etienne
Who-
Wheeler.
Yes, well, he needed an Etienne Wheeler, and he was a carpenter, and he had a deux chevaux.
You mentioned him. Yeah, I remember him. He was
And
a large man, I
He
understand.
was a 300-pounder. Yeah. How many stones is that?
There's a basic law. You shouldn't weigh more than your car.
he was just in under the wire.
Yeah.
But he used to fill his car up with himself, which was most of the fillage, his tools, and the wood. They had that canvas top.
Yeah. Stick out the top, out the roof.
And he would drive all over the countryside in southern France there because it was nice that the weather, agreed, with what he was doing. But he did that for 30 or 40 years.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to have a pickup truck or any such thing. And when he ran out of wood, he was done for the day. He worked an hour a day. 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi. This is Rita from Belgium, Wisconsin. And I have two questions. One is about parking brakes, and the other is about if and when and how to warm up your car in the winter.
Yeah.
But about the parking brakes, my ex-husband-to-be insists...
You mean that good ex-husband-to-be?
Does he know this? Is this news to him or what?
Is this kind of...
No, this is serious. Don't laugh. It's serious.
No, I mean, I've just never heard the term before.
Well, what the heck do you call him?
My ex-husband-to-be.
Well, I could think of a lot more graphic terminology, actually, that's usually used, but ex-husband-to-be is perfectly okay.
I think it's great.
Rita, I think it's great. I'm gonna use that. My ex-husband-to-be.
Ex-husband-to-be.
So what does he contend? Was this the reason for this
God.
split?
It was one of millions.
One of millions,
Okay,
yeah.
but anyway, my ex-husband-to-be insists you should use your parking brake on all cars, automatic or standard, at all times. And no one else of my circle of friends who never liked them anyway said that you should use it only on inclines. You should use it. So I don't know what to do with my parking brake.
But you know what to do with your husband.
I don't know what to do with my husband. But the parking brake is what I'm calling about.
Well, of course, your ex-husband, the reason nobody liked him anyway is because he was wrong.
Uh-huh.
No, he's a nerd.
You know him.
Yeah.
You don't have to use the parking brake all the time, although it's suggested.
Every
manufacturer suggests it, and the reason they suggest it is this.
It's to prevent lawsuits.
Well, among other things, but if you were to...
Blue surge suits.
If your car were to surge,
Leisure
for example,
suits.
if you were
Bathing
if
suits?
you put the thing from park into drive and it were to surge and you had the emergency brake on, you might avoid an unintended acceleration incident.
Right.
Okay? Because then you could release the handbrake once you had the thing under control, i.e. you had your foot on the brake and whatever else you wanted to do.
I mean, the
wheel.
truth is that if you have a manual transmission vehicle,
Yes.
he was probably right. You are better off using the parking brake all the time, only to get into the habit of doing it.
Oh.
The reason for that is that the engine, which is keeping you from moving if you have it in gear, can't always do it. If you have a car with a small engine and you park it on a hill and put it in gear, it could roll away if you didn't have the parking brake on. And it might not do it immediately as you stepped out of the car. It might do it 5 minutes later. Mm-hmm. So when you have manual transmission, yes, you should always use it.
And if you have automatic,
you should always use
it.
Wait a minute. So then,
Well,
are you nerds too? Because
No, wait a minute now.
No, we just got a flash here from the legal department said don't ever recommend they don't use the handbrake because you'll be sued.
No.
The
but
truth
we're not
is, I
recommending
have two automatic transmission vehicles, and I don't ever use the parking brake. I just slam it into park and I park.
The only time you might not want to use it is if there were going to be a serious sleet and snowstorm.
Okay.
And then ice and stuff might get on it and it wouldn't release the next morning.
That's what happened. I have a Taurus MT5, and the brake came out in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why.
And that's why. Well, then my second question is about warm-up in the winter. Do you need to do it?
No.
Not only do you not need to do it, but you shouldn't do it. You don't ever want to warm it up. If it ever needs to be warmed up, it will tell you. This is a self-regulating system. What you need to do is you start the car, and you put it in drive, and you drive away. If you did that too soon, the car will stall, in which case you put it back in park and start it again. And drive away. Because the car doesn't want to sit there with the engine running. It wants to be moving. It wants to be using up energy.
It doesn't really care, truthfully.
Well, you're wasting energy and you're putting too much junk into the atmosphere.
Just drive it away.
So did you win on that one, too?
I did.
Well, you did the right thing getting rid of that bum.
Why, thank you. My mother agrees with you. Yes.
Of course she would.
Yes, she would.
Well, not always.
How many times did she say, I told you so?
Well, she always said I picked weird ones, but he was the weirdest.
Yeah, so you married him.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell.
Well, it's all right. You listen to your mother next time. See you, Rita.
Thank you
Thank you,
very
Rita.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, here's your chance, Tommy, to impress everybody. Do you remember last week's puzzler?
Yes. I remember that it was unnecessarily long, it was purposely misleading, and it culminated in a sharp left turn off a cliff. Is that it?
No, those are the directions you gave to your mother-in-law for last weekend's visit. Actually, you're right, man.
I know
that
I'm
does
right.
describe the puzzler to a T, and I'll have the details in just a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Winter in Montana sure can drag on for a while. So now we can try and finish it off in style. A Chevron gas card and a tax refund check, and a whole country full of places we ain't seen yet, and a whole string of days of just driving around with Tom on the road.
And even though Mr. Potato Head wishes some kind child would pull his ears off whenever he hears us say it, this is NPR.
I'm Linda Holmes. There's more stuff to watch these days than you can ever get to. That's why we make Pop Culture Happy Hour. Twice a week, we give you the lowdown on what's worth your time and what's not. Find Pop Culture Happy Hour on the NPR One app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler.
This is going to be great.
As I mentioned last week, this came from my Arthur Conan Doyle series.
Yeah, right.
And it takes place in, of course, the English countryside.
Mm-hmm.
It seems there was a terrible accident in a suburb north of London, and Inspector Lestrade was sent to investigate. Everyone knows.
Was it Red Hill, Surrey, by any
Yes,
chance?
in fact it was.
I thought
Yes.
so.
Seems that Sir Richard Ashcroft was dead, and everyone agreed it was an accident, though some suspected it was a suicide. Sir Richard had some problems with some non-existent copper mines in Chile, and then that thing with the Viceroy's grandmother. I thought it was his granddaughter, but it was his grandmother. Anyway.
A funny guy, that.
Well, Sir Richard,
Sir Ashcroft.
Anyway, he'd been found on a steep, rocky slope, his head dashed against one of the boulders, and his mangled bicycle at his side. The facts seemed to speak for themselves. He'd gone off the road and crashed.
This was a very long puzzler, as I remember. This went on and on.
I noticed you dozed off a few times. Finally,
I'm dozing off now. That's what reminded me.
Finally, an eyewitness emerged. Nigel, Sir Richard's trusty gardener of many years. He was so shocked by Sir Richard's death, he'd been able to speak for several days. But haltingly, Nigel told his story.
Yes.
I was walking back from town up that long hill leading to Sir Richard's when I saw him riding toward me, sitting straight up in his seat, the way he always rode. And he was riding at a high rate of speed, when suddenly he jerked the handlebars to the left, and off the road he flew to his death. Lestrade asked, well, why didn't you come forward earlier? Well, Nigel said, I didn't come forward because Sir Richard told me he was taking his own life, and he didn't want to shame the family. But I decided I couldn't keep a secret any longer. I had to let Sir Richard's soul rest in peace. So now I've decided to come forward. I saw Sir Richard take his own life by flying down this road, jerking his handlebars to the left, going off the road to the left, and crashing into that rock. Later that day, Lestrade is discussing the case with his pal, Sherlock Holmes. over cognac and a few Arturo Fuentes cigars. And Holmes says, bring the gardener in for questioning. He's the perpetrator. Wow. How did he know?
Okay.
How did he know?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, as is often the case, some puzzlers have the question is great.
The question,
you'll decide. For
I have
yourself.
to say that you have taken a little
unknown fact.
A little unknown fact, and you've turned it into a little novelette. And when people hear what the little known fact is, you are going to get so much hate mail, and I just want to distance myself from this puzzler now.
Well, first of all, I have to roll up my sleeves and spit out my gum for this.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
When Nigel saw Sir Richard riding down the road at a high rate of speed, sitting straight up in his bicycle the way he always rode, he said that he saw Sir Richard jerk the handlebars to the left and as such make a left-hand turn and crash.
Yep.
Well, everyone who rides a bicycle knows, or almost everyone knows, that that's not the way you turn a bicycle. In fact, what makes a bicycle stable is the gyroscopic action of the wheels. You ready? You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And in fact, the way you make lefts and rights is by leaning the bicycle and changing the center of gravity.
Oh, that was for the sitting upright.
Sitting upright.
Okay. As he always did.
So he didn't lean into the turn.
Yeah.
But you say, well, so what?
So what?
But he jerked those handlebars to the left, and that would do it.
Yes.
And here's the little-known fact that Lestrade didn't know.
No, because he doesn't ride his bike like Sherlock does.
And nor did Nigel.
Nor did Nigel.
The perpetrator.
Mm-hmm.
If you're riding at a high rate of speed and you don't lean, but in fact you decide to make a turn like that by turning your wheel to the left, the bike goes to the right. Now, my brother, being the incredulous type, decided to try this whilst on vacation on Cape Cod and did spend 3 rather happy days at Cape Cod Hospital recovering from his injuries. It's true. I'm not sure I know all the scientific principles involved, but the gyroscope wants to keep the bike going straight.
And so it goes the other way.
And so it corrects. If you try to make a left-hand turn by turning the wheel, it corrects and actually makes the bike turn to the right.
The truth
so
is
Nigel couldn't have seen Sir Richard turn the handlebars to the left and exit the road.
Yeah, well, I mean, I couldn't get it to happen. I tried.
You weren't going fast enough. When I told you with the car, though, you got up to speed. Anyway, who's our winner?
Well, it's Cheryl Cleveland from Lowell, Mass. Or maybe Cheryl Lowell from Cleveland, Mass. I don't know. And for having her answer selected at random from among those thousands of correct answers that we got, Cheryl is going to win a $25 gift certificate to the store at cartalk.com. And with that $25 gift certificate, she can get a copy of Car Talk Cartoons, our CD of America's best disrespectful car songs. That's good, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll have a new puzzler coming up in the third half of the show. But in the meantime, if you have questions about your car, our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is Linda from Blacksburg, Virginia.
Linda from
that's me.
Blacksburg.
Blacksburg.
Blacksburg. Why do I know that name?
Well, there's a huge university here.
There is?
Yeah, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, BU, Blacksburg U.
Well, guys, I have a real problem, and you're going to have to take your mechanic shingle down and put up your psychology shingle for this one.
We got it. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. And I think, Ray, isn't it right time for you to have a coffee break now? Because me and Tom got to talk. Okay?
Well, actually, my brother has all the shingles in the group, so I'll let him do most of the talking.
Okay.
And I'll listen.
Well, I have an advanced case of separation anxiety.
Oh.
A few months ago, my father, without my knowledge or consent, sold one of our family cars that has been a real integral part of all of our lives. And it was a 1966 Rambler station wagon, a classic.
Oh, my God.
And actually we've been a 4 Rambler family if you include the junker that doubled as the parts and storage facility and lawnmower shed where we put our lawnmowers up under it, you know.
Well, Linda, you are right to be addressing this entirely to my brother. And to tell you the truth, I think I'm going to be sick.
Cool. Well, you know, I hesitated. I knew this is a sore subject and stuff, but I mean, y'all are my last hope. Okay, I was talking to my mom, and she said, "Child, you need professional help."
Child.
Okay,
Yes,
you
good,
go get. Okay.
good.
Well, anyway, and I've tried all these weird things. All my New Age friends said, okay, we'll do some guided imagery, where you imagine yourself in this peaceful place with a waterfall. But I always drive the Rambler to get there. You know what I mean? It's terrible.
Yeah.
And bad enough he sold the car, all right? But he sold it to the son of his next-door neighbor. So I have to see the car, with somebody else driving it.
Worse than that, you're going to see that moron teenager rack it up and turn it into mush.
Oh, have I got news for you? I'll tell you a story here. But anyway, okay, so he sold it for $150, and even my dad got cold feet and went back and bought the car back,
Wow.
Yeah, I'm serious. It's bad for the whole family. And then he just said, okay, this is ridiculous. And so he sold the car back to the guy. But if I knew the thing was for sale, I'd have bought it.
Exactly. I mean, how could he have done it without discussing it with you?
On the other hand, consider the fact that you are giving to someone else enjoyment. I mean, in a way...
Oh, listen to you. You know better than that. This kid is out there just driving this Rambler to pieces and with Pearl Jam coming out the back of it. I'm sorry.
Well, to each,
really.
To each his own. I mean, Pearl Jam is okay.
My brother doesn't understand this. He doesn't understand it.
I know.
But, and you knew that I would.
I did. I mean,
because
that's exactly why I'm calling you.
Whatever enjoyment that teenage kid is going to get out of this car, you know that in 6 months, he's going to sell it for $10 or he's going to rack it up. Whereas for you, your whole life is wrapped up in this car.
The whole thing, really.
And to think that a teenage boy has the power to wreck your memories.
Well, I hate to make a pretty obvious recommendation, but why don't you approach this teenage boy with a used Firebird and swap him even?
Well, no, I'm ready to really. I have 4 brothers, and you know how...
Lay a beating on them.
Well, no, I have 3 brothers. What am I saying? I got 3 brothers. But you know how little boys, when they're playing Army, and they can make all those great gun sounds?
Yeah.
I've got one brother who can make the exact sound of the Rambler going down the road. I mean, the exact sound. But, I need closure, and I...
do.
But I think I have to have the body back.
Well, I think you need to resort to aromatherapy.
Really? Oh, okay.
You could somehow recapture all of the sensory things that are your nostalgia. What the car smelled like.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one.
What the car felt like.
Yep.
What other senses do we have? What the car looked like.
Right, yep.
All right, here's what you do.
Like
you get a picture of Godzilla. Right. You get a quart of oil and you put it in the frying pan on the stove. You get the look, the smell.
We got the sound. Her brother can tape
Your
the
brother
sound.
can make the sound for you.
Yeah, okay.
And the ride, you can just put like 75 pounds of air in your tires in the current car and drive down the street. And you'll have duplicated the entire essence of the Rambler. And you can do this like once a week and then wean yourself. Do it every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks.
Well, I think, if I can make a collection between all my brothers and me, we're going to have to just buy the car.
I think so.
I think you have to buy it back.
Now, I want to just give you one final word of advice.
Okay.
When you approach this 17-year-old headbanger that currently owns the Rambler,
oh yeah, with the Pearl Jam thing,
I would suggest that you don't appear too enthusiastic.
No, I won't.
That you make your what do you call it? Offer.
That's where the old car went.
In terms of trying to get him off the hook, like, I can't believe my father sold you this car.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not even going to tell him I know who sold it to him. I mean, don't you think that'd be the best?
I think you ought to tell him your dad did it.
Oh, okay.
And your dad has been a sleazy character for his entire life, and he didn't know it, but this thing has bad oil pressure, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd like to give him his money back.
This sounds good. I'm feeling more.
Scan him out of it, in other words.
And you're right. And if that doesn't work, bring your brothers along and beat them up.
Oh, we will.
I know you will.
Well, we will. We sure will.
Yeah. Well, good luck, and don't try any rough stuff unless you have to.
I'll try not. Y'all come on down to Blacksburg. We'll get a bottle of pop and sit in the yard and look at traffic go by.
Oh,
okay?
yes.
See you, Linda.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. 1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Mike from Salt Lake City.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
What's going on in Salt Lake City?
I have a 94 Saturn, 100,000 miles about. I'm one of those people who actually knows how to use third gear. So my girlfriend tells me it's just I miss my old standard and I should just leave it alone. But, you pull on a hill and pops back and forth between those two, and I've gotten used to popping it down into third.
Yeah.
So I'm going along about 70 miles an hour, and hit that button, and I guess there's a bump in the road or something or whatever, but it goes. My hand goes forward, and I get this just for a second.
Oh, you wanted to park for a second.
Well, that's now when I thought I thought maybe reverse, but I talked to several people like on the Saturn chat room or.
Yeah, you can't go into reverse.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Yeah, you can, but the electronics won't allow you to shift into reverse and blow the transmission.
Yeah, that's what
but you can go into park.
You can go into park,
even though it's beyond reverse, because that's a mechanical thing.
Yeah.
I mean, could you have gone that far into park?
I don't think so. So I drive it the rest of the way home, and then everything's fine. But now when I use reverse, it either works fine, or it clunks into reverse, or while I'm backing up, it will go this kind of slip and clunk.
Do you ever have other noises as you are turning corners?
Driving forward is fine, and actually one guy said he thought it might be the parking pole.
No.
First of all, if anything, you would have just sheared off the parking pole.
Oh, really?
And you'd no longer have park, yeah.
Okay.
So if you had succeeded in getting it more into park, you would have just sheared that off, and,
right.
and you would have heard awful noises.
Right. But the sound you heard was the classic sound of trying to get into park when you had no chance of getting in.
Yeah.
And I don't think that noise has anything to do with anything else that you have going on with the car. I think you need some CV joints.
No, I think it's merely power of suggestion. I think all these noises were there before, to some
heard
extent.
I agree.
You know, and you never really paid attention because there was no need to.
Right.
And you didn't feel any guilt associated with this. Is there a significant other involved in this?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. And have you been chided for doing something this stupid? Was she in the car?
No, she wasn't there with me. But
she
thinks I should just keep it in and drive all the time.
Well, she's probably right.
I agree with her.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
well, but then my real question, everybody agrees on the price, that if I want to fix it, it's going to be like $2,000. And what I was thinking is I'm
Well, there's nothing to fix.
No, I wouldn't go anywhere near a transmission shop.
No. They will find all kinds of things wrong, and there's nothing wrong with the transmission. I think you need CV joints. You weren't listening.
No, I don't think you need. I think there is something perhaps wrong with the transmission, but it could go another 50,000 miles.
But he's got clunking going on when he puts it in reverse.
Clunking.
He's got clunking going on.
When you drive to work, are you driving in reverse? when you're in drive, is it all right?
Yeah, it runs fine.
Just drive.
Well, there are no clunks when you go into drive?
No.
Only when you go into reverse?
Only in reverse.
I don't believe you.
And sometimes, a couple times, and then bam, into reverse.
Yeah, you could have wrecked the transmission. I think you probably did. I think you did, but I don't think you want to know.
Yeah.
You might want to have the transmission fluid and filter change and just see how much stuff is in the pan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you God knows, if you see pieces that are bigger than, like, your thumb, then you're in trouble.
Well, really what I'm wondering is that I figured $2,000, if I fix it now and drive it for another 3 years, I use reverse maybe twice a week. Now, over a 3-year period, $2,000, that's like $5 per reverse. It's almost like having one of those little bill eaters in your dashboard.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, you can be creative, figure out ways to turn around before you stop.
Or sometimes, restaurants are the worst part, so I just have my girlfriend push me out in exchange for dinner.
Mike, you're a interesting guy.
Good luck, and hopefully it'll last a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do nothing.
But I wouldn't count on it. See you later.
All right.
Bye-bye. Okay, look, we have to pause right now and take a break.
Most shows don't like to take breaks. I mean, they feel there's a risk that if they go away, even for a minute, they could lose listeners.
Yeah, but we know we consistently gain listeners when we go away.
Yeah, so call your friends and tell them it's okay to hear us say it. This is NPR.
NPR's Code Switch tackles race and identity in America with humanity and humor. You'll laugh, you'll learn, you'll get uncomfortable. It's worth it. Find Code Switch on the NPR One app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new puzzler.
I can hardly wait.
I don't know who sent this in, but here it is, and it went like this. When I was in school, our teacher had the habit of putting little cryptic messages on the blackboard.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, it was near the end of the school year, she wrote the following thing on the board.
Do I need a pencil for this?
You need a pencil.
Okay, go ahead.
EILNPU.
Huh?
And the only the hint I'll give is that it was near the end of the school year.
EILNPU.
EILNPU. In that order. And the hint is it was near the end of the school year.
The end of the school year.
End of the school year.
End of the school year.
How many times do you want me to say it? It was the end of the school year. Now, if you think you know the answer,
Well, I
write
don't
it on
get
the
the
back
hint.
of a $20 bill. The hint is designed so that when the answer is given to you, you will say, "Oh, I should have gotten the hint."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
okay, I get it now.
Okay, so you can write your answer on the back of a $20 bill or any piece of fish or fowl and send it to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our Fair City.
Ma 02238, or you can email your answer to us from cartalk.com. If you'd like to call us, our number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
My name is Gamin. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama.
Gamin?
That's right.
No kidding.
What kind of a name is Gamin?
That's my name.
Well, I know it's your name, but I never heard
she was
it before.
imp-like when she was small, I guess.
That's exactly right.
Elfin.
My parents saw it in a movie, and they thought it was cool.
It's good. It's interesting that there are so few people who take a creative approach to naming their kids.
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
I think everyone should name all their kids Gamin.
Well, I named my first child Hey Jerk.
Look, I understand George Foreman calls all of his children all named
They're
George.
all named George.
Yeah.
That's a creative approach, too.
It's interesting.
Interesting, I think.
So what's up, Gamin?
Well, I have a 1988 Honda Civic, and I want it to run forever, and it's doing pretty well with that.
How many miles on it now?
138,000.
It's good.
We're going for 2, at least.
Sure.
I drove through some kind of deep water, and I really didn't mean to, but I had to get someplace, and then we had kind of a flash flood here in Birmingham, and it went up over my wheels, and that was not pretty.
What, over the top of the wheels?
Well, I was in the car, so I'm not sure, but and I do tend to exaggerate, but it was kind of deep.
All right.
And it felt funny.
I got it.
I think it didn't go over the top of your wheels. If it had, the engine would have stopped running.
Okay, no, it definitely kept running.
Good. You're very lucky. We'll explain why in a minute.
But it was up there certainly beyond the middle of the wheel.
I think so.
You just think so.
Okay,
I'm quite sure.
Continue.
Well, let me tell you what happened then. I got where I was going. That was fine, and I got home. And the next morning, I went to drive, and the car started. There's nothing wrong with the engine. But now when I brake, if I'm going fast and have to slow down quick, if I brake, it makes the weirdest noise. Like I think it's like the wheel of fortune spinning or a roulette wheel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that brrrr.
Yeah. But it stops, and then, of course, the noise stopped the minute I took it in to get it looked at. And now it started again. And they told me the brakes are fine. I don't need to get anything done for a while. They've still got plenty of braking on them.
Well, how carefully did they look?
Well, I don't know.
They probably didn't. They probably didn't look all that carefully because you can almost always see the discs without doing anything.
Okay.
Just peeking. But I think that you have a fish caught between.
I think so too. Exactly.
And from the sound that you've described, it sounds like a brook trout to me.
Really?
It's more likely that one of two things happened. Either the thing got rusted from all that water that got in there.
Right.
And that rusting took place overnight. For example, if you did this driving through the big puddle and then you parked it for a couple of days, you could have built up enough rust on the disc rotors to have caused this problem. Or by plunging a hot disc into a cold bath, you could have warped the discs.
That's true.
Yeah. Is the noise accompanied at all by any vibration or pulsing in the pedal when you stop?
Not. I kind of have the typical Honda pulsation. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't notice anything more than that. Just
the car stops well?
Yeah, it stops fine.
I mean, the brakes are designed to operate perfectly well submerged.
Okay.
They are. I mean, there's
will.
nothing there that can really be damaged. And if they were submerged for years at a time, it would be bad.
Yeah.
But to get completely wet like you got them would be in no way injurious.
I would wait until you needed pads and do nothing.
Okay, well, what I did was I got a new car stereo, so it's louder.
There you go. And now you don't hear the noise at all, and that's the
not
reason.
At all. It's really fine.
You're all set. Then
I'm glad we were able to help.
Gamin, it's a pleasure having talked to you.
Thanks.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-822.
No,
888-8255.
That's it.
Okay. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Quick you forget.
Hi, calling you from Newport, Rhode Island.
Who's this?
Hi.
This is Ron.
Hi, Ron. What's up?
Well, I have a Toyota Camry, and it runs fine. And this isn't about any problem with the car, but it's about a question about to what extent I should use the engine to slow me down when I'm going down a hill.
You mean as opposed to throwing the brick out the window?
I tried that. It doesn't work. But I've always used the engine first and then the brake if I needed it.
Yeah, you should.
So, like, I was going down a hill, and I had a friend in the car. And it was rather a steep hill, and I had it in second gear, and the speedometer got up to 40 miles an hour. Now, there's no tachometer in the car, so I don't know how fast the engine's going. But he saw 40, and he said, don't do that. You're going to hurt the car. It's cheaper to wear out your brakes. And I said, no, it's okay. 40 miles an hour in second gear isn't going to hurt a Toyota Camry.
No, of course not.
He was misinterpreting probably something he heard my brother say.
No.
Because what we have always said is you shouldn't use the clutch because the clutch is more expensive than the brakes, and you should use the brakes to slow down. But we're talking about slowing down on a straightaway.
On a straightaway, but maintaining a speed by using the inertia of the engine, the natural, intrinsic, inherent inertia.
Right. That's exactly what you want to do. You do want to be in a lower gear and using the engine's inertia.
Yes.
E-N-E-R-G-I-A.
Right.
Isn't it funny? It sounds so much like energy, and it means no energy.
Right.
And
well,
inertia.
My friend's point was that he said that that's too fast, that would be revving the engine too fast.
Well, there are 2 points here.
No,
One is,
it isn't,
in
actually.
principle, is it correct? And the answer is yes, it is correct in principle. Now, what if you were in first gear doing 70? Then he would be right. I would guess in the Camry, if you were in second gear doing 40 miles an hour, you were doing 4,000 RPM.
Right.
And 4,000 RPM is fine for that car.
I'm glad to hear that because the person that told me what I said
was a mechanic.
My brother. Not to bring up an abrasive point.
Ron,
you know what it's
haven't
like
you
to touch
ever
your brother
learned don't listen to a damn thing your brother says? Of course you shouldn't have listened to him at all. Your brother probably doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Right, just as mine doesn't
God
know
knows I know what that means.
It's a cross to bear.
It's a cross we all have to bear. No, 4,000 RPM is fine. I mean, if you were doing even 50 miles an hour, you'd still be okay.
You know, the thing is, it sounds awful.
Right.
And I remember my family and I were on vacation. When was that? Last summer.
You get a vacation?
Yeah, we did. We got a weekend
That's
off.
why I had to do the show all those weeks by myself, throwing my voice to the other mic.
And we were traveling in rather mountainous, in fact, I think they were called the Rocky Mountains.
Really?
And there were some times when we were coming down rather steep hills, even in first gear. And in first gear, with the engine turning probably 4,500 or 5,000 RPM, to maintain a speed of 10 or 12 miles an hour because of all the switchbacks and hairpin turns, whatever, you didn't dare go any faster with that Winnebago. And the truth is, my wife said, gee, it sounds like the engine's going to blow up. I said, so what? It isn't my car. We rented it. Who cares if it blows up? But it sounds loud because you're not going very fast, but the engine is making enough noise to make you think you should be going 60.
Right. I mean,
and that's why it sounds like something awful is going to happen.
Right.
But
it's
nothing
not.
does.
No, something awful is not happening, but it does make a lot of noise, and you are doing exactly the right thing, Ron, and you know what to tell your brother.
But when you're doing 70 miles an hour and the engine's turning that fast, it doesn't sound loud because of all the other accompanying noises that drown it out, like the road noise and the,
And your brother at that speed just jumps in the back seat.
See you, Ron.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is Christine from Portland, Oregon.
Christine with a C-H.
With a C-H, yes.
From Portland.
Portland.
There's a Portland, Maine, which is spelled P-O-H-T-L-A-N-D.
Yeah.
There's no D at the end. Portland.
Yeah. Like Portland cement.
Yeah, like Portland cement.
Oh, we pronounce the R. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. We won't hold it against you. What's up?
Okay, I am 15 years old. And
Really? You sound so much older.
Sound so much older. Yeah, I sound like a boy since I was about 6th grade. It's, I get used to it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Are you like a freshman in high school?
Sophomore.
Sophomore?
Yes, I got my driver's permit a couple of months ago, and I'm letting my mother teach me how to drive on her Mazda Millennia.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stop her from freaking out. And she's so nice about it. She's taught a couple kids before me, and she'll sit there rigid with her hands in her lap and say, "Oh, Christine, sweetie, you're doing so well. Stay alert! Stay alert! Oh, Christine, you're doing wonderfully." And it scares me. This is so nerve-wracking, and I don't know how to nicely tell her to stop freaking out.
Well, I realized the other day that the most death-defying, nerve-wracking, stressful occupation has got to be a driver's ed instructor.
Yeah.
I mean, you get all manner of bozos behind that wheel.
It's been proven that they have the highest levels of Prozac in their bloodstream of any other occupational group in the country.
So, I mean, and I guess because your mother's so close to you, I mean, not just in a physical sense, but it makes it all that more difficult. I mean, I refuse to teach my older son how to drive because the few times I tried, I realized that it was unlikely he was going to learn how to drive because I would kill him first.
Yeah.
So I can understand you. I think you must separate yourself from your mother.
Well, I mean, you say your mother has taught several other kids.
Well,
male or
the
female?
brother and sister, yes.
Brother and sister, and both
are they emotionally scarred like you're going to be?
Well, no, it's a family ongoing joke. So I don't know.
So I mean, they got through it, but only barely.
Yes, barely.
So we can lay the blame for all this on your mother.
Well, how do you rate your ability compared to theirs? Are you a klutz?
Well, I'm a klutz by nature.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you scatterbrained?
Yeah, I'm quite a bit less or more clumsy than they are.
Uh-huh.
So you're not coordinated. You're a klutz. You're scatterbrained. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be a good driver.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you shouldn't, certain people shouldn't learn to drive in a car that doesn't have dual controls. And I think you might be one of them. And your mother is crazy for attempting
Well,
to
the
do
other
this.
thing is when she's driving, she'll go through stop signs and says, "Christine, don't do that when you drive."
But it is funny how your instinct takes over. Our friend Tony is teaching his older son how to drive. And recently he and I went someplace, and I was driving. And every time we came to an intersection, he'd say to me, "Okay, you can pull out now." "Okay, watch out, there's a stop sign coming up." Has the screaming diminished? I mean, did it start off really bad, and now is it tapered off a little bit?
Has it tapered off? Well,
No,
I don't, it's not the fact that she screams. It's so spontaneous, and just because I swerve a little to the left or I run a stop sign, everybody does that once in a while. And she just jumps on me, and it makes me jump, and so I don't know.
If you called to get advice and you want some advice, my advice is go to a driving school.
Go to a driving school.
It really is. It'll make the relationship between you and the mother much simpler and easier. And it'll keep her alive of just a few days longer, and maybe you too.
Any doctors in the family?
Any doctors in the family?
Yeah.
No.
You know a doctor that can you get some Valiums? That might calm her down a little bit. She said, "Oh, that's all right, Christine."
Yeah. Tell your mother it'll be the best couple of $100 she ever spent.
See you, Christine.
Good luck, Christine.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Jeez,
I mean, she shouldn't be spending her time that way. A mother has enough things to do that she doesn't have to add more stress to her life by driving around with a klutzy, flaky 15-year-old daughter.
Well, I know that I could never have taught my son to drive, but the driving school did a wonderful job, and he is a competent and capable and extremely safe driver.
See, I taught my son to drive in all the loaner cars that we get because I didn't want him to rack up my Dodge Dart.
Right.
So every time you get those like J cars and what do they call them, Jag, whatever they are, I let my son drive them around. I didn't go with him because I didn't want to get involved in the accident.
No, and even though he just had a permit, it didn't really matter.
Oh, he didn't have a permit?
Oh, boy. Well, look, it's happened again. You've wasted another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Bongo Boy Berman. Our associate producers are David the Calves of Belleville Green and Catherine Frau Blucher Fenolosa. Our web lackey is Doug the Old Gray Mare, assisted by Connie Britchford, and our theme music is by David Dog Grisman. Our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the Wellfleet, Pickled Beet, Pig's Feet, Pomme frite, possum meat, puffed wheat, and pear confit, all-you-can-eat spring retreat is John Bugsy Lawler. This is NPR.